Hello everyone. Today we third team going to present the structure of noun phrase or NP. Next slide. Our members are Putri Andhini, Dido Ronel, Aufathallah Dzaki, Intan Oktavia, Dwi Purnama Sari, Daniel Manik, Syapik Hidayah, Aida Fareza, Dian Zhafira Adelia, Dhea Kamila. Table of content, 1 is determiners, 2nd is predeterminers, 3 is predeterminers in norm, 4 is more on the structure of norm, 5 is post modifiers, and 6 is modification of pronouns. The first material will be presented by Putri Andhini. Time is yours.
Okay, everyone. My name is Putri Andhini. My NPM is A1B020078. I want to explain about determiners. Next slide, please. Okay, the basic determiners are the articles or ART, the definite article D, and the indefinite article in. The articles are basic in the sense that they provide a touchstone as to what counts as determiner, and expressions that accomplish the same positions in NP structure as an article counts are a determiner. There is a small set of words which perform the same functions as the articles. Demonstrative are DEM, this, that, this, those. Certain quantifiers are Q, some, any, no, each, every, either, neither. Possessive or pos, my, yours, is, her, his, our, their, just. You can see the example from the pictures. For the demonstrative or dim, certain quantifiers are Q, possessive or pos. Next slide, please. Okay, the determiner position may not always be filed by an actual. There is an empty determiner and its normal things. The empty definite determiner takes only NP complements headed by proper nouns, whereas the empty indefinite determiner takes only NP complements headed by plural nouns. This is a perfectly normal behavior for a head, as head do place transitions on their complement. The empty determiner gives the NP an indefinite and or more general interpretation. You can see on the picture. Okay, for the next material will be explained by Dian, Zhafira, Adelia. For Dian, Zhafira, Adelia, time is yours.
Thank you, Putri Andhini. I will explain about predeterminers. Next slide, please. So my name is Dian Zhafira Adelia, and my NPN A1B020068, and I will explain about predeterminer. In grammar, a predeterminer or predate is a type of determiner that precedes other determiner in a noun phrase. The word that immediately follows a predeterminer is called the central determiner. Predeterminers are also known as predeterminer modifiers. Then, predeterminer are used to express a proposition such as all, both, or half of the whole indicated in the noun phrase. The expression like double, treble, and so forth are also predeterminer. Example, double that amount. Beside that, like determiners, predeterminer are functional elements of structure and not formal word classes. And sometimes the determiner cannot function as pronouns because there are some that correspond to form that can. So this is the possessive alternation. Determiner, my, your, her, his, our, their. Pronouns, mine, your, hers, his, ours, their. Next slide, please. Well, 4 ways the NP node can be expanded about determiners and predeterminers. Non-branching, 1. NP is pronoun or name. Branching, 2. NP is determiner that plus nom. 3. NP is predicate plus NP. 4. NP is NP plus N plus NP. For example, predeterminers, all the men. All is predicate and the man is NP. The is determiner and man is noun. Next up, chapter will be explained by Aida. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you for Dian Zhafira. Well, at this time, I will explain the material about premodifers in noun. My name is Aida Fareza. My NPM is A1B00062. Next chapter, please. Modifier is a word, phrase, or a clause in English that has a function as an adjective or adverb that is explained by another word of a group of words. Modifiers that appear before the head are called premodifiers, while modifiers that appear after head are called postmodifiers. The most obvious premodifier of noun is a noun. Is the adjective first or abs. The AF function is always head of AP. This is an AP that has a modification function. That AP has another function, subject and object, predicate SP and OP. The next chapter will be continued by Intan. Intan, time is yours. Thank you.
Okay, Aida, thank you very much. Okay, I will presentation about quantifying adjective. Quantifying adjective or key A are much, many, few, and little. Usually in NP or noun phrases, quantifying adjective come after nominal or noun, the same like adjective. There are some reasons why should treating them like adjective. One, they co-occur with the follow determiners. Example, this many book, that much garlic, but the determinant may be empty. Example, many book, much garlic. Two, they may occur in verb phrase. Functioning is subject predicatives. Example, his mistakes were many. It was much, it was little enough. Three, they are gradable. Example, very many books, too much garlic. There were where they are modified by adverbs of degree. Next, numeral, cardinal, or an ordinal should also be treated as quantifying adjective within noun, since they follow determiners including empty determiners. Key A are head of AP. AP with key A as head always precede other APS in noun. Here are press marker for many mistake and one of the mistake. You can see in the screen. Thank you. The next subchapter will deliver by Dhea Kamila Salsabila. Time is yours.
All right, thank you, Intan. My name is Dhea Kamila Sabila. Here, I will explain about participle phrase. So, a participle phrase is a combination of participle present or past participle with a complement or modifier. So, a modifier is a word, phrase, or clause that function as an adverb for the participle, while the complement can be an object if the participle is a transitive verb. And the participle phrase must be placed close to the noun being explained, either before or after the noun. If the participle phrase is the beginning of the sentence, a comma must be added after it. So here the example of participle phrase at the beginning of sentences. Working in my room, I didn't let anyone to disrupt. So we can see after the participle phrase, there is a comma. So the next material will be explained by Dido.
Thank you from Kamila. My name is Ronel. My NPM is A1B020041, and I want to explain the material about nouns. Nouns themselves might act as premodifiers of nouns. Examples are chess piece, traffic light, room maintenance, carbon trader, computer game. The relation between a head noun and a premodifying noun is much closer than that between the head noun and any other premodifier. In a sequence of modifiers that includes a noun modifier, noun modifiers always upper last. They can be separated from the head noun. Some expensive roof maintenance, some roof expensive maintenance. Such noun combinations are compound nouns. They are not treated as phrasal, but as compound words. The compound noun roof maintenance should therefore be dominated by n as in. And you can see the picture. That's all from me. The next material will be delivered by Dzaki. Dzaki, time is yours.
Okay, my name is Aufathallah and my NPM is A1B020045. For the next slide is more on the structure of norm. You can see a new example, a new red card. The important thing to notice here is that in this example, we need two norms. You can see on the picture, what this shows is that norm is a recursive category. In other words, norm can have norm as an immediate constituent. In fact, apart from norm modifiers, every modifier must be immediately dominated by a norm. For the next material will be sent it by Dwi Purnama Sari. Dwi Purnama Sari, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Dzaki. My name is Dwi Purnama Sari with NPM A1B020057, and I will explain about proportional phrases. Proportional phrases are a combination of two or more words that provide information about a place, time, or condition. The phrases usually start with a preposition and are followed by the object of the preposition. What is include the object of the preposition? The object of a preposition can be a noun, pronoun, or noun. For more detail, we can look at the sentence pattern that have this phrase. One, preposition plus noun, pronoun, gerund, or clause. Two, preposition plus modifier plus noun, pronoun, gerund, or clause. Okay, next slide. Okay, this is a characteristic of the prepositional phrases. One, always adjust the preposition and object of the sentence. Prepositional phrases must start with a modifier. Prepositional phrases modifier are prepositions such as in, or, it, about, with, forward, behind, beside, and so on. Two, place in the strictly with the subject. Prepositional phrase must not have a direct subject. Prepositional phrase cannot have a direct subject at the beginning. Three is a dependent sentence. The prepositional phrase must not be accompanied by the subject because phrase are a dependent sentence. So in front of the prepositional phrase, it must be accompanied by the predicate first. Then the phrase might be entered. Four, you can insert an adverb or an adjective. Prepositional phrase can also be insert adverb or adjective. This is what makes prepositional phrases like other phrases contain more information than regular preposition. Okay, next slide. Okay, this is a prepositional phrases modifier it use. One is preposition of time, in, on, at, while, and etc. Example, my brother was born on the midnight of 24 November to 2194, and example, we will have the party at the beautiful cafe Paul recommended us. Three, preposition of direction, to, toward, into, far, near. Example, it came to Earth after landing on the moon. Four, preposition of agent, by and with, etc. Example, but I don't care with every single man who come to me. Five, preposition of instrument, on, by, and with. Example, I love you with my whole heart and fight. Okay, thank you. Next chapter will be explained by Syapik. Syapik, time is yours.
Thank you, Dwi. My name is Syapik Hidayah with NPM is A1B020044. I'm gonna talk about more on adjective phrases. A few adjectives, including present, absent, responsible, visible, can pre-modify or post-modify the head noun in noun. First, the responsible man, and second, the man responsible. As post-modifier, APs occupy the same position in the structure of the noun as PPs. Difference in meaning is associated with this difference of position of the AP. In the first, the men are responsible sort of people. That's their nature. But in the second, they are responsible for something. Next slide, please. The elliptic element function as complement of the adjective. When in a noun phrase, modifying AP includes complement. It always post modifies the head nouns. The chef, they are three. The chef responsible for the sauce. Four, the responsible for the sauce chef. Five, a stuntman happy in his job. Six, a happy in his job stuntman. You can see the praise marker for number third in the right below. There's a reason why such APs must post modify the noun. Call it the friendly hate principle or FHP within noun. The head of the modifying phrase want to be as close as possible to the head noun. Next subchapter will be delivered by Daniel. For Daniel, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Syapik. My name is Daniel Putramanik and my NPM is A1B020052. So we can see this something wonderful or someone in the crowd, anyone intelligent and no one or none from the bank. We can see the pattern that there is something or someone, anyone or none. In the case of indefinite pronouns such as something or someone, anything, anyone, nothing or even none or no one, what's happened? Historically, is that a determiner, some, any, and no, and a head noun, thing, or one, have coalesced into a single word, like some surprising thing into something surprising, and any intelligent one to anyone intelligent. The fact that such pronouns can be post-modified. Next slide, please. However, if they are pronouns, notice that they are also determiners or predeterminers. In fact, genuine pronouns which cannot also function as determiners or predeterminers cannot be post-modified. Example, they from the factory or he of the man. It's arguable that the pronouns from my example are not pronouns at all, but are what they always were, determiners or predeterminers. They only appear to have changed into pronouns and thus be functioning as the head of their NP because the real head of the NP has been elided. So that's all the presentation from us, third team. If you have any question, you can comment below or contact us in the website. And see you.